facelifts and plastic surgery at the expense of American people, and Obama hasn't gone there yet that we know of. Just give him some time. The epitome, along with Hillary and all the others in Washington, of some of the most corrupted officials the world has ever seen, period. They have to be removed. Okay. The main thing, though, is all of this going on, all the earth changes going on, all the aliens and UFO stuff happening. The most important aspect of it is that you take your self back. If you've got a farm and you've had it for more than 1 year, you're a nutcase if you haven't planted seeds on it and got a garden going yet. Are you just listening to the radio and sitting here dialing the knobs on your computer rather than planting a garden? If you've got the dirt, do something with it. And get on, get an email to communityvault.com and tell us you want like-minded people to get a hold of you in your area if you particularly have dirt to work with. You know, they used and they still do what's called sharecropping. The owner of the land gets a third of everything. You could do garden cropping, where you let people that are nearby come and share land so that you give them a third of what you produce and you take home the rest. We can do that. It's got to happen. We've got to start our victory gardens up again, and we're going to be healthier for it. Make sure you call that or contact that guy for some seeds. If you're in that area at all, which would be northern New Mexico and southern Colorado, you might want to go visit him and tell him you want to come by and chat. There are more communities springing up for the same reason than you can count, and the reason is because of the problems. And we're talking proactively. I suggest that you get it done this year, this spring. Bob Chapman says his contacts with the Federal Reserve people that sit on the meetings of the Federal Reserve are telling him their plans. And their plans were already, we've talked about this before, to reduce the dollar, to devalue it, to make excuse me, to make the dollar, the value, currently the plan is to make it worth 1/3 of what it is. Well, whenever that happens, we are doing it because they've just poured too much money into the economy. Unaudited, uncontrolled. And, oh gosh, let's not politicize the monetary system. Well, guess who's supposed to be monitoring the Federal Reserve? The politicians that they say they can't trust to have them print the money and give it to us. Oh, well, yeah, I know, but the government does print the money. We just sell it to the Federal Reserve. And then they charge us back in loans to get it. Yeah, we print it. They buy it for 7 cents. Then we turn around and buy it back for whatever the face value is. Isn't that crazy? Why don't we just get rid of them? Just go away. Go back to Mount Hermon. Get in your little flying saucer and fly back to wherever you came from. Or go back into that dimension you came from. Oops. Oh, it's broke. You say, oh, I see. Okay, so you're stuck here. Oh, lucky us. Interesting. Well, folks, I hope that this was a little of value, some value for you today. And I will continue to try and work on this crashed computer for some reason all of a sudden, if I can resurrect the information, I have other information for you. I will get that to ArgusoogRadio and to the John Chronicles, and those folks will both post up this information. This is Dr. John Waterman, and I want you to get a hold of me, and we'll get you set up so that you can start getting ready for the third wave that's already started of this morphing of the swine flu. I don't want to see this turn in. If this morphed one of 25 D225G and N become as prevalent as swine flu did, we're going to see millions and millions of people dead. And I don't want to see that happen. Okay. In the meantime, this is John Waterman, and I've been talking to you from inside the castle, deep inside the castle, and you've been listening to the Waterman Files. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you next Friday, same time. Bye-bye.